We've seen a lot of stuff. There's 50,000 communities, over 15 million users, and more than $1 billion in earnings so far. We've got a lot of data. We've seen a lot of stuff. And what we basically want to do is take everything we've learned from that, condense it down, and put it into really simple training to show you guys what's working. And instead of us trying to share our opinions like, oh, you should do this thing or that thing, all we're going to do is just reveal what is working and who is doing it. And I think you guys can learn a lot from that.
Over time, it's become pretty clear the patterns between what works and what doesn't. And we just want to share what's working in this course.
Yep. And lots of examples too, because theory is boring. So why are we here is the first question. And it's to build a successful community, right? That's what we're here for. That's what school's about. That's what Schoolers is about. And there's two kinds of things people are generally trying to do when they're starting a community. The first one is just bringing people together around their passion, right? Like let's say you're really into, I don't know, rock climbing.
Yep.
And you want to hang out with other people that do rock climbing. So you make a community about it and you want to bring people together that also like rock climbing. So you can talk about rock climbing and go rock climbing, right?
Yep.
Then turning our hobby and passion into a full-time income. And these two aren't like separate in a way. It always has to have this, right? This is always there.
Yep.
And sometimes this evolves into this.
Yes.
Right? And School's mission is to help 1 billion people find community, right? We believe something special happens when you find your thing in life.
Yep.
Because when you find your thing, it's like you find your purpose, right? Your thing that you can be really good at and obsess about. And then when you find your thing, you often find your people because they, like you, really obsess about this thing.
Yep.
So that's what we want to do with School.
Yeah.
And the way we plan to do that is by empowering passionate people to build community and earn a full-time income, right?
Yep. And I would just say there's nothing more beautiful than building a community. There's a loneliness epidemic. Everyone is trying to figure out what their passion is, who their people are. And if you don't have those things, life is kind of difficult and it sucks. I've been there myself. But if you build a community, you bring people together. And the best communities, people get married, people make friends, people find business partners, and it really satisfies a huge part of life's passion and purpose if you have a community and you build a community. So it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. So how do we do it? Well, here's the big picture overview. We've found that every community that has members or that makes money has these core elements, right? Never is there a case where there's a successful community and these elements don't exist, right? So you always need some way to get traffic, right? Well, actually, let's just start with the community. You need to build a community, right? So you start one of these around your passion, right? Like in this example, let's say someone starts a gardening community, right? And let's say they're a beginner and so they make it free, right? Now they need to get some members for their community. Well, traffic tends to come from these places. You've got like YouTube. You could make YouTube videos about it. You could post on Instagram about it. You could post on Facebook or run Facebook ads.
Yep.
You could post on TikTok about it, go live on TikTok, link in bio, whatever. You might have an email list, right? And so you could send emails to your email list, or you might even have a website, right?
Yep.
And you could, send traffic from there. And then there's another source, which is School itself. And School actually sends a significant amount of traffic to communities that are on the platform.
Yep.
From the data we've seen so far, it's about 22% of memberships come from School itself.
Wow.
And it's growing.
Wow.
And so this can be a traffic source too, right? And so you need a way to get traffic to your community.
Yep.
And then they visit your community. And then if they join, they become members.
Yep.
Right? And so you get some members.
Yep.
And then once you've got some members, you can hang out with them. You can talk to them, get to know them. And you might find that people are willing to pay for a certain service, or you might find that everyone in this community has this kind of problem. And that might inspire you to sell something or make something or provide some kind of service that then you're able to charge for. And then that might translate into income.
Yes.
And obviously, if you can earn an income, if it can replace your job, then you can make your passion or your hobby your full-time career.
100%.
And many people are actually doing this. So now I want to show you some examples. So this is the diagram, and we'll start with CubeCraft. It's a community by Misha, and it's for DevOps, which is kind of like coding.
Yep.
He sends traffic from YouTube to his community about page, and he makes $33,000 a month.
It's insane and so simple. That's pretty much all he does.
And his YouTube is about DevOps too.
Yeah, makes sense.
So here's a YouTube channel. Here it is here. And you can see link in bio is his school community. And he makes videos about DevOps, which is his thing, his passion, his whatever. And then he also includes a link to his about page in his description beneath his videos.
Yep.
And you can see sometimes he's even making videos where he brings up his school community and shows people what's inside.
Yep. And it looks like he's recording with just some simple software. It's not even some complicated setup.
Yep. So that's one example, showing you YouTube to about page to making full-time income. And Misha does this full-time. Now, here's another example, pickleball school. They've got a community about how to play pickleball.
Yep.
It's $39 a month. And they use both Instagram and YouTube to get traffic. And they make about $30,000 a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
Doing this.
Yep.
And you can see here's their like Instagram. And again, they just put the link in bio.
Yep.
So you can put your school link in your bio, and you can also mention it when you're doing posts or stories or lives or things like that too.
Yes.
Now here's a slightly different example, Grow with Evelyn. So Evelyn actually gets most of her customers from Facebook ads. So she pays for traffic.
Yep.
So she doesn't have, well, she does have an audience, but you know, you don't need to have an audience to succeed. You can buy traffic too.
Yep.
And there's quite a few people doing that. So Evelyn runs Facebook ads, and the ads link directly to her school about page. People click on the ads, they visit her community, and then they join, and she makes about $111,000 a month recurring.
Very cool.
And here's an example of one of her ads. And you can see that the link is to her school about page. And Evelyn's actually tested her typical funnel, which was on custom software like, I don't know, ClickFunnels or something, versus the school about page. And the school about page outperforms it.
Nice. Let's go. So simple as well.
Yep. And here's another example, Barber Accelerator. So he goes live on TikTok and then tells people to go to his community, and he makes about 15 grand a month.
Nice.
And on TikTok, you can have it link in bio, you can mention it in your videos, but a very popular one we've seen for TikTok is live, going live. Yeah.
And throughout this course, we'll go deeper on like how to grow each of these platforms and how to get people from that platform to your school. This is just a high level overview. Yeah.
Later on in this course, we'll actually, when we get to like getting members, we're going to show you the best practices for each platform. So if you're big on TikTok, exactly how people are doing it there. If you're big on Instagram, how people are doing it there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then there's Calligraphy School. And theirs is a little bit more traditional, like older school internet marketing. Yep. They've got an email list and a website, which almost seems kind of crazy these days. And so on their website, you know, they direct traffic to their school, and they also send out emails to their email list, and they direct traffic to their school. Their community teaches you how to do calligraphy. It's $9 a month.
Yep.
And they make about $7 grand a month doing that.
Yep. Very cool.
And then here's a different example, because, all of these examples we've done so far, they're people that are making quite a lot of money, but no one starts like that. You can't just go like 0 to like 100 grand a month instantly.
Yeah.
So here's a great example. Hazel, she's got a community called Crochet Creations, where she teaches you how to do crochet. It's free, so she's not charging yet.
Yep.
She has no audience anywhere, and she didn't even tell anyone she knows about her community.
Yep. No content, no ads.
She's got all of her members from school, and she's got about 126 members so far. And how that works is people go to school.com, it says discover communities. People are actually searching for crochet, and you can see here that she's number 2.
Yep.
So people are clicking on that, and then they're joining her community.
Yep.
And this is delivering a lot of members to a lot of people. So there's many different ways that you can actually get traffic to your community, and you can choose one of these, or you can use a combination of these.
Yep.
But the school discovery will always be working in the background anyway.
Yes. And I would say most people that have school communities don't have huge audiences. Most of the time, if you have a passion, like say rock climbing, you've probably connected with people in real life about rock climbing. You've maybe made some Instagram posts about rock climbing, and you have maybe 500 followers or 1,000 followers about rock climbing. That's more than enough to get started on school. You don't need a huge audience.
Yeah, you got to start somehow. And we'll cover that in the module coming up that's called like getting your first few members.
Yep.
Because often it's just personal relationships where you get your first few.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So those are the examples. And we're going to try to do that throughout this course. Like we're going to show you a simple kind of visual and then show you examples to help you understand, because I swear that's how you grasp things the fastest.
Yep.
Now let's talk about like stages of evolution that we see on school, because you might start free with 100 and something members, but you can make quite a lot too.
Yep.
So this is how we typically see things evolve. So we've called this stages of evolution, right? And when you're a noob and you're starting out, the main thing you're trying to do is find your thing.
Yes.
Like, what is my thing? What am I passionate about?
Yep.
Right? That's what you're trying to do. And that's the only thing that matters until you do that. Mm-hmm. And we're actually going to have a module on this specifically. It's going to be called like finding your group topic.
Yep.
Right? Once you've got your thing, you're ready to start getting some members. And the first kind of milestone is your first 3 members,
Yes.
3 people that aren't you.
Yes.
That aren't fake. Then you've evolved. You've taken a step.
Yeah.
The next step from there is 10 true regulars. And I'll tell you real quick what this is. So it's 10 people that keep coming back to the community. They're like regulars. If you have a bar or a restaurant or something, you've got your regulars.
Yep.
And they keep coming back and showing up. And just a lot of people think that you need like 1,000 members to have a community.
Yep.
You could have 1,000 people in a community, but not much engagement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the number of members. It's the real thing that makes a community good and that makes it engaged is how tight the core group is.
Yes.
Right? Because if 10 people are friends and they keep coming back and showing up and talking to each other, that can create the content for everyone else.
Yep.
Right? So, to get 10 true regulars, maybe you need 100, 200, 300 members, right? And so you're trying to grow beyond 3 members. You're trying to grow and you're trying to find these 10 true regulars and you're trying to engage with them and build relationships. And we're going to have a module on this one because it's a big one.
Yes.
Just this will be a module. Just this will be a module. Yeah. Then once you've done that, this is a good milestone because you've got a successful, engaged community that people enjoy and keep coming back to, which is an achievement. The next step is to start making some money. And even if you don't know how you're going to make money in these earlier steps, once you have an engaged community, it becomes quite clear.
100%. They tell you what they want.
Communities have problems. They always do. If you don't believe me, you should go to your local city town hall and listen to what people say. I haven't been personally, but I've heard stories that there's constantly people complaining. And so, every community has problems.
Yep.
And if you solve one of them, you will have a business.
Yes.
You'll make some money.
Yep.
And it's just right in front of you at that point. And, you might start out by just doing some services, like helping people do something. And maybe it's just coaching or some consulting or one-on-ones or
copywriting or thumbnail creation or video editing.
Yeah. And we're going to show some examples of these too, actually. So you start making some money, and it might be in various different ways, right? And that's a great milestone. And I think the example we have here is like Brotherhood of Scent.
Yep. Because
it's a free community, right? It's free. It's very engaged. It's got almost 7,000 members by Antonio. And, this is just a community for dudes that like fragrances.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right? And it's highly engaged. It's one of our top ranking communities.
Yep.
But how does this make any money, right? Well, just having a community of all of these people together that like fragrances, they also like other things like watches. And he's got other communities about like watches, right, that are also free.
Yep.
But then what he has is he has this community of people that like fashion, watches, fragrances, and then he actually sells physical products. Yeah. And so, building a community, you can make money from it in various different ways.
Yep.
There's we've seen a few of these examples, like the Midnight Monster one.
Yeah.
So it's free, but then they sell like
stickers, right?
Yeah, they sell other things. So that's that stage. And to get into this stage, all you need to do is really make your first $1 on School.
Yep.
Right? The next stage from there is going full time. So once you've kind of proven you can build a community and get people together and get them to keep coming back, you've learned what people want, now you're making some money, the next step is full time.
Yep.
And if you want to know what that number is, just take your annual salary, divide it by 12. That's how much money you need to make a month.
Yep. And there's a lot of people on School here, and it's a huge milestone because now you can spend all of your time on your passion.
Plus your community will get so much better if it's all you do.
Yep.
So full time, we think this is $5,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on country and all of those things. Yeah. And all you really need to do to go full time is just be better at like making money and growing your community, right? And then you can kind of make the jump. And a lot of people have done this.
Yep.
And I'll show you an example. A great example we've got of this is Samuel Earp. So Samuel Earp is an artist, landscape artist, and he used to be on Patreon, and he has an Instagram where he shares, his artwork and things, right? You can see some of his art. He's very good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So he had an Instagram where he'd post his art. He used to have a job because his art couldn't, pay the bills.
Yep.
And then he created a Patreon and he got a few people to pay him a few dollars, but not enough to go full time.
Yep.
Then he came on to School, and he's like a perfect example because he's done multiple of these, right? He found his thing. He was able to get members. He got regulars. He started with free Painters Hub. It's a free community, right? And there's 5,000 members in here.
Yep.
So he proved he could build a good community. Then he started selling Sam's Art School, which is $29 a month. And he was able to get some people to join that. Right? So now he's making some more money. And he was able to make more money just doing this than on Patreon.
Nice.
So he fully moved over here.
Yep.
Then he started noticing some people in here, in the art school and in his free community, were willing to pay him money for one-on-one coaching on how to paint. Because, some people are busy And they know I'll get way better at painting if Sam just gets on Zoom with me and shows me.
100%.
So he sells some packages like that to people just through DMs and getting on Zoom and things, where they'll pay him like $1,000 a month or more for so many months to just do one-on-one sessions with him.
Yep.
And you can see that kind of evolving into his mastermind thing.
Very cool.
So he's done the full evolution right in front of us. He's been through like all the stages. He's got his thing, 10 true regulars, making money full time. And school has enabled him to make his passion his full-time income. And now all he does is paint and help other people paint in his school communities.
It's like the dream come true. Very cool.
Yeah, and there's many of these stories.
So many.
And so that is...
We got one left.
Yep. Then there's one stage beyond, which is like hardcore.
The wizard hat.
Yeah. And so, you know, you don't even have to, I swear most people don't even want to do this.
Yeah, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah.
100K a month.
It's like if you're full time and you can do what you love and it pays bills, that's great.
Yep.
But there's an extra level there for those people that are hardcore. And, you know, we've got many people on school making over $100,000 a month. We've got people making $300,000 a month, which is like almost $4 million a year.
Yeah. Yeah. With very little cost. And
yeah. And so we'll show you an example of one of those. So School of Hard Knocks. Their YouTube channel is called School of Hard Knocks, but this community is called School of Mentors. So, you know, this is a $49 a month community. They've got like 5,000 people, right? And what they do is identical to what everyone else does here. They have a YouTube channel. The link in bio is school.
Yep.
The link under the video is school.
Yep.
They have an Instagram and they send the traffic to school too.
Yep.
So they've got these channels. They send traffic to their community. That's $49 a month. And they just have a lot of members. And that's how they make over $100,000 a month. And we have like another example, like our GOAT, the person who's currently making the most on school.
Yep.
Same setup. It's about AI, YouTube channel, straight to about page. And they make what, like $300,000 a month? Yeah.
Yeah. It's so simple.
There's many of these stories.
Yep.
So this just shows you that, you know, the stages of evolution, and you might aspire to be here or be here. And throughout this course, we're going to show you how to evolve through each step.
Yep.
Because really it is as simple as this is the big picture, right? You need to build these different pieces. And then once you've built these pieces, you need to evolve through these stages.
Yes.
And if you build these pieces and evolve through these stages, this thing will happen.
Yep. Although you can, if you want, keep your group free forever, and that's also cool.
Yeah.
This is just one template that we've seen many people go through, but you do what you want to do.
Yep. So the simple way to think about it is just, this is what I need, and these are the stages I'm going to go through.
Yep.
And if you just follow those two things, which we're going to show you how to do in this training, you will get to where you want to go.
What are you doing?
I'm putting on my winner's mindset. It's the final ingredient for success on school. And there's this popular saying in mountain climbing, and it's, don't stare at the summit, look at your boots. And I used to watch a lot of mountain climbing documentaries like K2, Everest, all of that. And it's a very common thing to not stare at the summit. It's just to look at your boots. Because if you stare at the summit, it's overwhelming and you can die like that. And the same is true in business or with anything in life, really. So when you're going through all of this training and building out your community and evolving through these steps, just one step at a time.
That's good.
And the other one is believe in your ability to figure it out. You don't need to know everything immediately.
Yeah.
You only need to know how to take the next step. And this training and this community and everything, it shows you what the next step is at each step.
Yep.
So just believe in your ability to figure it out when you get there.
Yeah. Another thing is to trust the process and just follow the training. We'll walk you through the entire thing. There's no reason to get overwhelmed or panic and think you need to do some backflip. Just watch the training, follow the steps, the results will come.
I see you have your winner's mindset on. See you in the next module.